Hey guys, so this video is just addressing I've got a few questions as far as what troops do you want to level up first? All right, which ones are the best? And so I would just kind of go off of mainly like which hero are you interested in using? And we're going to address each guy for each hero, but just kind of give an overview of ones that are pretty much universal for all the heroes and which ones that I, after playing for a while, would upgrade first. But first, I'm going to talk about how to get better troops. Now, I don't really use the fusion thing. I did it at first, but it used a lot of gems, so I don't like doing that. So to get your troops, what you want to do is just go to your battle, and then you can go into this little thing. Get the 120,000 4-star cards. And you just do this. You get 4-star rares, and you get some commons, but mostly rares. And then you can get some legendaries. And then after like a couple of them, then you get a lucky bonus pick. Okay? So this is by far the least expensive and least I think the best way of getting those better troops. The fusion is just like, man, I don't know, you lose a lot of gems doing the fusion, and to me it just doesn't seem like it's worth it unless there's a secret out there. So whenever you get a legendary one that comes up here, like the yellow ones, you want to grab those, and obviously you want to prioritize. So I think that stone golems and frost archers are, well, you got stone golems, frost archers, sacred swordsmen are actually doing really well now. Witchcraft totems and meteor golems, and none of them are really bad troops. But most people get frost archers and stone golems, and then if you have a choice, if those are the pick, and then you kind of prioritize like, okay, meteor golems are pretty easy to get in the wheels and stuff like that. So maybe grab a sacred swordsman or something if it's between the two. But usually whenever there's one of those comes up, you grab what are those? The yellow one's epic or legendary. I can always mess it up. I think they're legendary. And then pirate ships and stuff like that can come up on this, and you can get those as well. Okay, so that I think is the best way. Even though they're only 2 stars, it's easy to get a lot of money. So I have 200 million right now, and plus that helps you boost your levels and stuff like that. So let's get the meteor golem. So the lucky draw is good. Don't spend your gems on buying troops like that. Excuse me. So if you can just farm a lot, watching ads gives you 3 times as much money, so that's good. And I think I'm not sure what the max is every day, but if you can get that money, then spend it. That's the best way to get your other troops up without using fusion and stuff like that. Okay. That being said, you can get pirate ships. I don't know if you can get dark witches through that. I think the only way you can get dark witches is through fusion. So if you want a dark witch, you might have to do some fusions or whatever. So now that being said, how to get the troops. Now what troops do you want? Okay, so from my experience, the most common troops that you want to upgrade that are pretty much universal to different formations are going to be, and no such like order of importance, but these are usually ones that are most commonly uploaded or upgraded. So you got Peltas, obviously a really good troop, and they're used in pretty much every single formation. So that's what I'm trying to give you guys, is an overview of the troops that are used with all the different heroes, no matter what. So those are kind of one to focus on. So Peltas are really good. They do damage, a lot of damage, and they pierce through other troops and hit the ones behind it. So they're really good. They speed up, and they can have the ability to kite other troops, which means they can run away while they're damaging, and the other troops just chase them. So Peltas are really good. I recommend about 8. 8 is a good starting point for Peltas to have. All right, another one good to have are pirate ships. Pirate ships have the stun action. 2 or 3 pirate ships is to level up. Now we're talking leveling up to 9 or 10. Pirate ships are a good universal in just about every formation. You can put them in the rear, and they defend the rear really well. Put them up in front, and they help stun troops coming in and then attack, so that's good too. So pirate ships, if you can get 3 or 4, you're probably going to use them in all your formations. Okay, another one is magic apprentices. So the magic apprentices, they do their rear attack. Rear attacks are important, guys. This is pretty much any formation you have, you're going to have a good rear attack. If you don't have a good rear attack, then their whole army just can focus completely on your frontal army. And a good rear attack will split up the defenders, so they have to concentrate not only on your guys attacking the front, but also the rear attack coming in. So it can distract a lot of those troops in the back from attacking your front. So a nice balanced attack. As you can see, guys, I'm running 6 rear attackers with my Siondiok, and it's a little different with Siondiok because she's gives the Ghost Assassins a pretty nice boost, I believe. So with the rear attackers, I would say at least 6 magic apprentices, and you can use them to 9 or 10. You can use them obviously in with pretty much all the heroes that everyone's are using right now. So a good one to upgrade. Also ballistas. Ballistas can be used in pretty much all formations. I would recommend at least 2. They do a lot of damage, and they're consistent damage, so I don't regret upgrading those. Stone golems also. You need a tank. You gotta have a tank in your army, guys. It's pretty much universal. A stone golem up front is still really one of the best things out there, and also stone golems in the rear can. A stone golem by itself in the rear can take out 7 9-load meteor magic apprentices. So stone golems in the back can just sit there and soak up the damage and protecting your rear, your frost archers and stuff like that. So stone golems are really good to have, especially with alley and things like that. The longer alley can stay alive, the longer people are attacking your stone golems, the more she can just nuke everyone to death. Okay, so stone golems, another good one. And it's pretty much what you see here in my army. You got frost archers. Frost archers are pretty much a staple also in the armies. And if you can get 6 of them or more, I wouldn't go more than 8 probably, but 6 is good to get up to 9 or 10. And if you don't have the frost archers, Taurus witchers, are good ones to substitute for that. You want your range kind of towards the rear. So, and then there's some single load troops. Meteor golems are really good for, they stun and they do a lot of damage, and they can tank really well too. So good crowd control are the meteor golems. I would recommend having at least 2 of those. And then dark witches are really good crowd control. I pretty much put one in all my formations because they don't do a whole lot of damage, but they do keep the enemy kind of stunned, so it really helps out. And the longer they're turned into a pumpkin, the less they can attack you and stuff. So it's a nice trade-off for the little amount of damage they do. So now some other ones that are still pretty good at upgrades. Goblikazis do crazy damage, guys, and they're consistent damage. You can put them in the front or in the rear. If you're upgrading to 9, I would recommend having at least 2 level 9s that you can put in your rear defense, or maybe put one up in the front. So Goblikazis are good. I haven't upgraded my nuns to 10 yet. I do have quite a few at 9. And nuns, I just like them in the back. They help keep allies nuked towards the rear, and they help heal as also get rid of stun effects too when they do their heal. So not a bad thing to have. Excuse me. So that's kind of the rundown on the main ones that I suggest upgrading. I like the Ghost Assassins too. I do recommend having a couple of those as well. They're not as universal as the Magic Apprentices, so I recommend having at least 2 Ghost Assassins and like 6 of Magic Apprentices. With Siondiok, I like the Ghost Assassins more. They always seem to do more damage, so that's with that. So I think that's it for this one, guys. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I try to respond to everybody. Do appreciate it. If you like my videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.